Hello everyone, we are group 7 in class K6542. Our group members are Lân Thị Hải, Nguyễn Thị Nga, Nguyễn Thị Duyên, Lã Thị Trang, and me, Nguyễn Khánh Linh. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you a simple question. Imagine waking up on morning and finding that there is no electricity, no lights, no internet, no air conditioners, no elevators, even your phone cannot be charged. Would you realize how much we depend on energy? Today, energy is essential to every part of our life. However, most of Earth's electricity still comes from fossil fuels like coal, mm, oil, and natural gas. These resources are limited and produce huge amounts of greenhouse gases, which contribute to climate change. According to the International Energy Agency, renewable energy is becoming the fastest growing source of electricity worldwide. Countries are investing billions of dollars because renewable energy is no longer just an environmental choice, it's an economic necessity. Today, our group will discuss three questions. First, why renewable energy is important. Second, which renewable energy sources are most sustainable for Vietnam. And finally, what challenges we face and what solutions can help Vietnam build a greener future. Let's begin by understanding why renewable energy is becoming one of the most important issues on the 21st century. Now, I'd like to invite Hai to explain why renewable energy is so important.
Thank you, Ms. Linh. Hi, everyone. Renewable energy plays an important role for several reasons. First, it helps reduce environmental pollution. Unlike coal-fired power plants, renewable energy produces little or no carbon dioxide during electricity generation. As a result, it helps slow down global warming and improve air quality. Second, renewable energy protects human health. Air pollution from burning fossil fuel is linked to respiratory disease and heart problems. Cleaner energy, cleaner energy means healthier communities. Third, renewable energy creates economic opportunities. Building solar farms, wind turbines, and smart power system creates thousands of new jobs in engineering, manufacturing, and maintenance. Finally, renewable energy improve national energy security. Countries that rely heavily on imports fossil fuel can become vulnerable to price fluctuation and political conflicts. By production clean energy locally, countries become more independent and resilient. For all reasons above, renewable energy benefit not only the environment, but also the economy and society. Now, let's listen to Ms. Nga as she introduces the best renewable energy sources for Vietnam.
Yeah, thank you, Mỹ Thái. Vietnam is actually one of the countries with great renewable energy potential. The first promising shot is solar energy. Vietnam has abundant sunshine, especially in central and southern provinces such as Ninh Thuận and Bình Thuận. Solar panels can be installed not only on large solar farms, but also on rooftops of homes, schools, and factories. The second short is wind energy. Vietnam has more than 3,000 kilometers of coastline, making offshore wind power highly promising. Coastal provinces have strong and stable wind throughout the year. Another important source is hydropower. Although Vietnam already uses hydropower extensively, small-scale hydropower projects can still support rural communities while minimizing environmental impacts. And finally, Vietnam's large agricultural sector produce enormous amounts of rice husk, sugar canes, waste, and wood residues. The materials can be converted into biomass energy instead of being burnt or discarded. Among these opinions, we believe that solar and offshore wind energy have the greatest long-term potential because they have clean, abundant, and increasingly affordable. However, renewable energy is not without challenges. And now, Mi Chang will explain this difficulty.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Nga. Although renewable energy has many advantages, there are still several challenges. The first challenge is cost. Building renewable energy infrastructure requires significant investment. Second, renewable energy depends on weather conditions. Solar plants cannot generate electricity at night, and wind turbines require sufficient wind speed. Third, storing renewable electricity efficiently remains expensive. Battery technology improving, but large-scale storage systems are still costly. Finally, Vietnam is national power grid needs further modernization to distribute renewable electricity more effectively. Fortunately, there are many brighter solar. The government can provide financial incentive for green energy projects. Scientists continue to develop better battery technology. Individuals can install rooftop solar panels and reduce electricity consumption. International cooperation can also help Vietnam access advanced technologies and investment. Renewable energy is not only a technological issue, it requires cooperation from government, businesses, and citizens. Finally, Ms. Nguyen will conclude our presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Chang. To conclude, renewable energy is no longer simply an alternative. It is becoming the foundation of a sustainable future. Vietnam is fortunate to have abundant sunlight, strong coastal winds, and valuable agricultural resources. If the natural advantages are used wisely, renewable energy can improve our environment, strengthen our economy, and ensure long-term energy security. However, success depends on everyone. Government needs effective policies, Businesses should invest in green technology. Schools can educate future generations. Individuals can save energy and support clean energy whenever possible. As the famous environmentalist David Bowie once said, we don't inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Therefore, the decision we make today will shape the world that future generations inherit. Let's choose clean energy. Let's choose a greener Vietnam. Thank you very much for your attention.